You know, folks, many people get bad news and they just break, fall apart, but not my next guest. At 17, she was diagnosed with a life-threatening illness and started a national campaign to save her life and the lives of countless others in her position. That right there, that's good news. I like that. Please welcome Sam and her sister Alex. Sam, tell us about your diagnosis.
Yeah, so it was when I was 17, I was a junior in high school. I was really healthy, I was a varsity lacrosse player, and just one day I got really sick out of nowhere, and I kept getting sicker and sicker. So I went into the doctor thinking the worst thing it could be would be mono. So I did a test, it came back, my blood counts were really dangerously low, so they sent me to the Children's Hospital and did a bunch of blood tests, or a bunch of different tests and a bone marrow biopsy, and it revealed that I had a rare disease called severe aplastic anemia. And it was completely shocking because I was so healthy. And honestly, I was relieved that it wasn't cancer because that was the fear. And I thought that I was out of the woods, but my doctors assured me that this was still a life-threatening illness. It's very similar to leukemia, and I needed a bone marrow transplant to cure it.
So Alex, so what did you do next?
Yeah, so they told Sam that she only had about 6 months to live, which was just absolutely devastating. I'm her only sister, her only sibling, and her big sister, and it was really hard for me thinking that she wasn't going to be around anymore. We've been best friends our whole life. We look like twins. We are very similar. To think that she wasn't going to be alive was very hard, and got a little bit of hope because they said as her only sister, I had the best chance of being her bone marrow donor for the transplant that she needed. So we were like, okay, sweet, I'm going to be her match. We look like twins. Got this. I'm going to be able to save her. But unfortunately, I wasn't. And that was...
Oh, you weren't a match?
I wasn't a match. And that was one of the hardest things that's ever happened to me because I thought that was my job as her big sister, was to save her. And finding out that I wasn't, I felt like I'd failed.
Sam, tell me about this initiative.
My sister and I and our best friend Taylor Shorten, we started Sharing America's Marrow, or SAM, and this year in 2015 we're traveling to all 50 states, going to about 190 different cities, and we're stopping mostly at colleges, but we're also going to businesses and concerts to register potential bone marrow donors. And all it takes is a cheek swab, and you fill out a one-page form, and that puts you on the list to see if you're a match. And most people will never get that call that they're a match because it's so rare, it's based on DNA, but you could be that one person that somebody's waiting for.
And there's a huge need for more donors. After I was in a match, we looked to the National Registry, and she didn't have a match out of the 10 million people that were on the donor registry either. And unfortunately, that happens for thousands of patients, and they don't get the life-saving transplant that they need. So we need as many people as possible to sign up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it hard to get people to sign up?
It can be very difficult. There are a lot of misconceptions surrounding bone marrow donation, but in reality, 75% of the time, it's a stem cell donation, which is similar to giving platelets or plasma, and it's virtually painless.
Have you found your match?
I have not found my match, but I know that person is out there. I'm lucky that I'm in remission. I had an alternative treatment. I still take a lot of medication today, but I could potentially relapse and need a transplant in the future because it's the only cure. But I know that my match is out there. They just haven't heard about it, or they haven't gotten on the list. And there are thousands of other patients just like me searching for their match that are praying, you know, that the person watching this will sign up and get on the list today because they could be their hero.
If you want to register to donate bone marrow, you can go to steveharveytv.com and you can follow the links, and it'll give you all the information you need. They'll answer all the questions for you. So Sam and Alex, good luck to you. You're gonna find a match, and you're gonna be fine. You're gonna live a long time. You've been playing lacrosse and stuff like that, whatever that is.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
You look good. You should play
you
lacrosse. You have it down.
Oh yeah, I can't. I can run down the field, but I ain't gonna make it back. That's on the problem.